the biggest story in my ETH versus BTC breakdown is that ETH has been steadily gaining against Bitcoin's price over the years. So starting at November 27th, 2020, we have ETH at about 3% of BTC's price. And it hit a peak in the mid-year at 8%. And from there, it's drawn back. It's gone up a little bit, but we've seen steady increasing, and it's coming back to that near 8% peak, and it looks like that is going to continue. From the volume, not too many takeaways. We had one day where ETH was only at about 9% of Bitcoin's trading volume, and that was more of a surge in Bitcoin buying than it was anything else. And then we've seen as high as nearly 1-to-1 trading volume with ETH and Bitcoin, and it's settled down here at about ETH trades at about 60% of Bitcoin's volume. So just quickly, I have some visuals here to show. The first one I want to show is that 9% trading volume day. That was February 21st. Actually, it's February 26th, 2021, and Bitcoin had nearly $351 million in trading, whereas ETH was at 31 million. So that's that day. But then let's look at here I have the close prices. This is how I account for the prices, the price relativity. And so when we're starting out at red, that's low. That's low for ETH, right? But then as we go down we scroll down the Excel spreadsheet, we can see we're getting into the oranges, the light oranges, the yellows, and then the greens, which shows an uptick in price relative to Bitcoin for ETH. And so you can see the trend here is we're back at 7.5% of, and that means 7.5%. That means ETH is currently sitting at 7.5% of Bitcoin's price. And whereas earlier in the year, we are in this red, and we were seeing as low as, I'm seeing 2.4%. So the trend has been up for ETH. Lately, it's been hovering around, but this graph shows an upward trend. So it wouldn't be surprising to see ETH hit 10% of Bitcoin's price. Now, with volume, the darker the blue, the lower the ETH volume to Bitcoin. So let's go and let's find that day. Let's find that day. So we had this day where this was a cold day for Ethereum trading, or ETH trading, relative to Bitcoin. It was at nearly 9% of Bitcoin. So that's indicated by the dark blue. But then when we see these reds, that indicates that ETH's trading volume is getting getting higher to Bitcoin, higher and higher. And so here we have a day where there was ETH was at 95% of the trading volume of Bitcoin. So that's gone back and forth. Not too much of a story there. I think this was the high point, 98.6% of the trading of Bitcoin. But biggest takeaway from this comparison is that ETH's price is gaining relative to Bitcoin's.